So you want a big build shoulders. Ooh, what did I say? You want a big build big shoulders. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do I get that sort of that 3D kind of shoulder? And it's pretty simple actually. See, the problem with most people is they do too much isolation work. So the shoulder is comprised of the rear delts, the middle delts, the front delts. Now, some simple exercises would be front raises, lateral raises, face pulls. Those target individually all three. Now, you would say, okay, so I'm targeting all three heads of my shoulders using each exercise for a certain part of the shoulder. But really, how strong are you going to get in these exercises? As a natural athlete, you need to be a bit more knowledgeable on, well, no, not knowledgeable. You have to be a bit more, you have to say, what's going to give me the best bang for my buck? When I do lateral raises, maybe in my first year of lifting, I got up to like 35 pounds on each side. I started at like 10 pounds. But after my second, third year of lifting, I could only lateral raise maybe 2.5 pounds more every 8 months. Like, it sucked. And I was like, why am I not building bigger shoulders? I mean, I'm getting a bit stronger. Okay, the problem is you have to do overhead pressing. A lot of people don't do overhead pressing because it's not in the big three. Even if you're a power lifter, if you do West Side, they all do so much bench press work, but they never do any overhead pressing. And the problem is that you're not gonna build big delts by just doing bench pressing, because just think about it. Try bench pressing and see how much of it you actually feel in your shoulders compared to your chest. See, I have a big chest already. Like, I can flex and I can do the pec thing, you know? I already have big pecs. I don't need to keep benching like twice or 3 times a week and do all these like spoto presses and all these crazy variations when I can even bench every other week because I don't need to bench. I'm not a power lifter. I hate benching, you know? Like, I build big pecs, like I've already built my pecs. I don't really think like I'm gonna get that much bigger doing just bench pressing. I gotta do more variation, like some flies and stuff. But when it comes to shoulders and overhead pressing, yeah, I'm not gonna actually cut or edit this video that much because you know, I am not someone who likes to edit too much. But pretty much when you do your overhead pressing, you can add significant weight in a period of time. When I'm gonna put one video, and this was about a year ago. So this is about 3 years into lifting, actual proper lifting. I overhead pressed with a bit of a push, which is fine. So push press. I did about 170 pounds. At this time I could bench 265. And when I was benching, I went from 200, from what I remember, 200 to 265 over 1 year. I did not make any progress in my shoulders whatsoever. When I did my overhead pressing, I went from 115 to 170 in a year. And these weren't in the same year. I got to the 265 bench in 1 year. The next year, I was like, listen, fuck it. I'm not getting any shoulder development. So I did the overhead pressing, and I was able to add 65, about 55 pounds, 65 pounds, I don't know. And look at my shoulders, man. Like, honestly, they're built, you know? Like, look at them. And I didn't have this like a year ago. Like, my third year of lifting, when I did overhead pressing, I made so much progress in my delts because I was able to actually put strength in my shoulders. I wasn't just doing fluff work, you know? Like fluff work, you can do at the end of a workout. Yeah, it's gonna build, you know, your delts a bit. But going in to the gym and your first exercise is fluff work, like, come on. It's not gonna build anything. You're not gonna get bigger doing that. Like, maybe if you were on steroids or something, yeah, you can do all the fluff work you want, 6 hours a day. Yeah, you're gonna get results because you're on drugs. But honestly, for naturals like us, we need to make the most bang for our buck, and we gotta get as strong as possible. How do your shoulders get as strong as possible? Not fluff work, not lateral raises, not front raises, not face pulls. Barbell overhead press. Now, what I would recommend is after the barbell overhead press, you can do some seated dumbbell pressing, some behind the neck press with the barbell, some, what else, Arnold pressing, you know? And this is gonna build your shoulders much more than the fluff work, even after you do overhead pressing, because you're handling heavier loads. So that's the purpose of this video. It's just to let you know how I got my shoulders to look like that, you know, like the separation here. And I am not even lean right now. Like, I used to be 260, now I'm 208, and I've been losing a lot of weight, but I'm still nowhere near lean. I still have belly fat, but my shoulders are actually getting much more defined in that 3D look, just because of what I've implemented over the past year, as opposed to what I did over the first 2 years when I'm supposed to make the most gains. I made more gains in my third year on my shoulders than I did in my first 2 years. And those are where the newbie gains actually occur, the first 2 years, or the first year. So that tells you how effective the overhead press is. So for everyone asking me in person or online, since I'm a personal trainer, they ask me how I build the delts. It's all maximizing the strength of the shoulders by doing heavy barbell or dumbbell pressing. So that's pretty much the end of this video, and leave a comment down below if you want to ask me what to do in the next video, and like, comment, subscribe. Yeah.